There you go, of course, the number 5, you got Zed with a song called Middle. It's 49 minutes past 8 o'clock, hour live in the mix, and that's going to be the last segment for today. And of course, we will be wrapping up with the top 4 songs from the Billboard's Hot 100. And now, Dr. Juliet, quickly, any last words regarding the topic of the day? Any last
advice?
Yeah.
The first thing is, as soon as problems start, go to a therapist right away. Don't let things pile up where you're beginning to hate each other and can't stand each other. There are no other options out there, so make sure that don't look at other options. Look at each other and make sure you've made this commitment. Stick to it. It's very important. Now, one of the things there's 3 things I want to tell our listeners. First of all is communicate. Even though you think you communicate very well before marriage, after marriage, it's a working process. You gotta talk. There's nothing says I'm embarrassed, I don't want to say this, I don't want to hurt his feeling, I don't want to hurt her feeling. The more you communicate, honesty is the best advice, to be honest, because then the other person is not surprised and you're transparent, and the expectation becomes normalized. Second of all, always say please and thank you. Be grateful. I think what happens is that we start taking advantage of people, of each other. We take things for granted. We don't thank people. We don't thank our spouses. And you want to make sure that you are, acknowledge whatever things that they do. I've heard couples saying, well, just because you vacuumed this, why should I say thank you? No, you do say thank you, and he needs to say thank you because you're taking a lot from your time to dedicate for each other. And the last thing is, do not use ultimatum. It's not a good thing to say, well, if you don't do this, I'm not going to do this. If you, ultimatums and threatening, and I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to move out. These things are not okay to be shared with each other. The 2 things are very, very important to keep a relationship, even a rocky relationship, is respect.
Yeah.
So if you don't respect each other anymore, and you don't care about each other's feelings anymore, and if you don't communicate, then you might as well just, give it up. But divorce should not be a vocabulary used the first few years. It's not an option, and it's unfortunately lots of people are using it as an option, and it's not. Of course, after a long, long time, and you're just fed up, then that's a different story. But it's not.
For the beginning,
you shouldn't be fed up at the beginning years, and
Absolutely
you should,
right.
you should have fun. Enjoy each other. You just try to be adventurous. Try to, especially when you don't have kids. This is the best time to really do it. Spend
And
more
get to
time
know
with
each
each
other
other.
as well,
Yeah.
making it closer. I mean, that's the whole idea of the things, that you actually get to know each other, build the future, accomplish your dreams, be more fulfilled, and it just makes you stronger. It doesn't make you weaker.
It's
should
true.
Lift you up, and it shouldn't bring you down, I guess.
And again, no, there is no other option. This is it. You've made a commitment for each other. Do not try to act like there's other option, and that, we don't have to stay together. We can always move on with our life. These terminology should not really be used at the beginning.
You can still have your life.
Of course. Actually, it's healthy to have your life, but my life should not be 90% of the relationship, My life should be 30%, he should be 70% or 60%, and 10% should be family.
Exactly.
This is the way you should be divided, and people are not dividing it equally, actually.
Exactly. Well, Dr. Juliet,
Thank you. It's great being here.
For people to know more about, family therapy, and of course, if you have any problems with any kind, if you need any advices or counseling, Dr. Juliet is always there. You can always follow her on social media. That's dr.jdinka. And now number 4 for this week, you got Psycho by Post Malone, and number 3, you got Meant to Be. That's BB featuring Florida Georgia Line. And number 2, you got Drake with God's Plan, and number 1 is also for Drake with another song called Nice for What. Enjoy these tunes, and this will be it. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Same time, same place on the Superstation 99.7 Radio Kuwait. Have a beautiful day ahead.
Bye.
The new season of Fear the Walking Dead has been met with critical acclaim.